Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Eric here from Black Market Exchange. I know you get your cup of coffee heading into work right now, and it's time for you to get your stock market fixed right here on Market Mondays. Hey, good day everybody. Welcome back to Market Mondays. Today is March 30th. We hope you were able to catch up last week with some of the content that we've had. Sometimes we got to take a break, regroup, get some other things done, and also allow you to catch up on all the vast amount of great information that we have provided to you. Now, into this show, we're going to talk about how Jell-O and ketchup just eloped on us in the game, what McDonald's is trying to do to get some threads or a clothing line out to you, and also what Twitter has been doing to try to get Meerkat to scat on out of here. Oh yeah, and one more thing, we're going to talk about what's going on with the biotech industry and how they're taking legal drug dealing to new heights. Now, of course, everybody's wondering, what are you talking about, Jell-O and ketchup eloping? Well, if you haven't heard, Kraft Foods has decided to merge with Heinz company, and it's going to become the third largest food and beverage company in North America and the fifth largest in the world. This merger is going to result in a 49% ownership by Kraft and 51% ownership by Heinz, which is actually owned by a private company as well as Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. Now, everybody that has shares in Kraft is also going to get a special dividend of $16.50 per share. That means that if you had 100 shares in Kraft, you're going to get $1,650 simply because the deal went down. Now, Kraft is actually up 91% in the past 3 years, 63% in the past year, and the stock jumped a whopping 24% once the deal was announced. Next up, we got Mickey D's with the ticker symbol MCD. I know a lot of you remember or participated in our Mickey D effect case study where you tracked your spending over the course of a week to see how much you were spending on non-essential items and thus creating money to invest. But back to the topic. So McDonald's actually revealed that they released a clothing line in Sweden at a fashion show. Now the line is going to range from thermals and bed linens to wallpapers and even doggy coats so your pugs can be walking around the house with little Big Macs on them. It's going to be a Big Mac print scheme, and McDonald's actually just recently replaced their CEO, and the stock has been at about $100 for the past 3 years, so it's relatively stable. So they're looking to try to push McDonald's stock to the next level, and I guess this Big Mac clothing line is going to do it. That remains to be seen. Next up, we're going to talk about Twitter, and we've mentioned them before, so you should know the ticker symbol by now is TWTR. Twitter released their Periscope app last Thursday in response to the latest app craze, Meerkat, which had a big showing at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas recently. Now, both of them are the same in that they allow live streaming through Twitter, but the difference is that Meerkat lets you save the streams to your phone, not in the app, while Periscope allows you to save it in the app, and viewers have 24 hours to view the replay. Now, Twitter bought Periscope for $100 million, and the stock is actually up 25% since its IPO, and it raised 4% once the app was released last week. Now, lastly, we're going to talk about some pharmaceutical companies and what is known as the biotech industry. It had a tremendous sell-off last week, causing many investors to want to save profits or count their losses.
Now,
Sell down in April at 142!
For over a year now, biotech stocks have been surging, and it can be shown in the NASDAQ 100 as it comprises 16% of the entire index. Now, when stocks rise and rise, it becomes what is known as a bubble. And what happens to bubbles? Bubbles gonna get popped. So many investors are wondering, did the bubble in the biotech industry pop, or was it just a slight sell-off for some investors to take profits and they'll get right back in the game? Now, some of the stocks that were lackluster last week include Biogen, Vertex, Isis Pharmaceuticals, Gilead, and Celgene. Now, biotech stocks tend to have high market cap or valuations, just like technology stocks and IPOs do, simply because all it takes is a one cure-all drug to pass regulation, and you know what that means.
More money, more money, more money.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's Market Mondays. We got so much going on this week. To start with, we got, the verse of the week featuring Lil Kiki. He's got great insight on the stocks and mutual funds, so check that video out. This Teaching Thursday, we're going to talk about penny stocks, and we also have a special announcement in that, how you can get our method. That's how we used to use penny stocks. We don't really dabble into them now, but when we did, we had kind of a format to use. Everybody's going to be different, but you can get that with the announcement, so make sure you check out that video to see how you can get that document. Also, check out our other information. We got our Brent Money in Life podcast coming tomorrow, episode 5. That's going to be great. So just make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow us on SoundCloud. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. Make sure you can get all the information we have. We got a great week. We also started a group me chat, and everybody is loving it. We had hit capacity, so we're trying to build that capacity up. It's just go ahead, send your emails to info@thebmex.com. You can put your email on some of our Instagram pages. We have a post that was dedicated to the Group Me announcement, so check that out as well. You can put your information there. So stay tuned. We're gonna holler at y'all for the rest of the videos, and see you next week on Market Mondays. Peace.